It's midday, and we find ourselves in an alleyway in downtown Los Angeles. A pile of spray paint cans litter the ground. Above the cans, a teenager, suspended to great heights, held only by a rope. He quickly drops down to the ground, does a quick scan of the area. He's nervous. For him, getting caught could mean facing serious consequences. He unhooks himself from the rope and then disappears into the city, gone without a trace. We look up and we see a message, spray painted high on the building above him. The message feels ominous. 7th and Spring, it says. Noon. Suddenly, that same message is everywhere, popping up on people's computer screens, on their handheld electronics, and on posters that can be seen all across the city. And then, another teenager appears. This time it's a woman, and she's wearing her baseball hat sideways. She begins to speak. He was a boy. She was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk. She did ballet. What more can I say? Okay, that's enough of that. If you haven't seen it before, what I've actually just spent the last minute or so describing is the very beginning of Avril Lavigne's 2002 music video for her breakout single, Skater Boy. And if you haven't seen the video before, it actually holds up pretty well. She holds an impromptu concert on top of her car in the middle of a Los Angeles intersection at the corner of 7th and South Spring Street, hence all the posters that say 7th and Spring. And in the end, she ends up smashing her guitar through her own car window and then stares intensely at a helicopter that's flying overhead. And I'm not really sure where the helicopter came from or what it all even means, but for whatever reason, it actually kind of works. So a question you may be asking yourself, which would be totally reasonable, is why are we even talking about Avril Lavigne on Hackable? Well, the answer lies in an annual report put out recently by McAfee, where they identify the year's most dangerous celebrity. And this year, that dubious honor goes to Avril. Well, dangerous online anyway. Apparently, if you Google Avril Lavigne and head towards one of the zillion or so Avril Lavigne fan sites out there, there's an uncomfortably decent chance that you'll end up landing on some sort of dodgy website, one that could potentially do harm to you or your computer. But just how dodgy is dodgy? And if visiting an Avril Lavigne fan site carries with it a decent-sized risk, couldn't that very same threat be there for any other fan sites? Or for that matter, any website at all? And if I do unwittingly end up on some sort of malicious website, what's the worst that can happen? We're about to find out. Welcome to Hackable, an original podcast from McAfee.
This computer is on the job around the clock in case of attack.
Their principal target is you.
The design is complete, but will it work?
Shake hands with danger.
My name is Jeff Siskin, and I'm here with Bruce Snell, cybersecurity expert and professional shady character. Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Bruce, in just a few minutes, a hacker has said he's going to build the world's worst website that I'm going to visit and have my computer totally trashed. But before we do any of that, I want to tell you why we're doing this. And of course, Bruce, you know what time of year it is. It's the time of year when McAfee releases the most dangerous celebrity list of the year. And Bruce, do you know who this year the most dangerous celebrity is?
Oh, I kind of do, but I don't want to say. It's really surprising.
Surprising for many reasons, but maybe not the reasons you think. The most dangerous celebrity of 2017 is Avril Lavigne.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. The pride of Canada. And I think, you know, I like Avril as much as the next.
Well, I mean, you're Canadian, right?
I am
So don't
Canadian.
you have to like Avril Lavigne?
No. Okay, Bruce, I want to ask you about these lists. How do these lists even get made?
Well, you know, it kind of falls in line with a typical cyber criminal mentality, right? So anytime there's something trending in the news, if it's a natural disaster or some sort of tragedy, or if somebody's releasing a new album like Avril Lavigne, I think it's been a while since she's had her last album. Whenever something starts coming up in the news, the hackers start trying to infiltrate those search results, right? So let's say you search for Avril Lavigne new album, or Avril Lavigne's clone, or Avril Lavigne's died of Lyme disease. Those apparently are actual, conspiracy theories around Avril Lavigne, that she died of Lyme disease and has been replaced by a clone. But what happens is when these things get out in the world, the hackers will go ahead and create fake websites or create malicious content so that when you're searching for, Avril Lavigne wallpaper on your mobile device, the search result may actually lead to a link that has a wallpaper, but also has a virus installed in it. So when you download that wallpaper to put on your phone to show your Canadian pride,
as you would,
and your love for Avril Lavigne, it actually opens up a piece of malware in the background and infects your phone or your tablet.
When I think of all this, I think I can sum it up probably in 2 words, Bruce. It's complicated. See what I did there? See what I did there?
That's terrible.
Okay, it's totally terrible. So this episode is supposed to answer the question, why is Avril Lavigne the world's most dangerous celebrity? And in order to get into that very special Avril headspace, I wanted to immerse myself in all things Avril. And there's perhaps no better place on this entire planet to start than by making a trip to Napanee, Ontario, the birthplace of Avril Lavigne. And there's no better place to be in Napanee, Ontario than the La Pizzeria pizza restaurant, which was Avril's favorite restaurant in town. And no better person to have lunch with than the mayor of Napanee, Mayor Gordon Schemerhorn, who has been mayor of Napanee for the past 14 years. So before I play that tape for you, Bruce, this restaurant serves a pizza that is Avril's favorite combination of toppings that they call the Avril Lavigne. So Bruce, here's a quiz for you. What toppings do you think Avril likes on her pizza?
I think she's a Canadian bacon and pineapple person.
Interesting. And I was hoping it would be as interesting as that. The Avril Lavigne pizza, pepperoni, mushrooms, and olives.
Oh, that's a terrible combination. But that's just me. That's my opinion. But
I think it's an acceptable combination. It's just, I thought it would be like Elvis with we have some kind of fried sandwich or something. I was hoping for something kind of gross like that, but no. Anyway, let's take a listen to my lunch with the mayor.
Awesome.
Mayor Schemerhorn, thank you for joining me.
Well, you're quite welcome. It's a pleasure.
We are at La Pizzeria, which is, I understand, Avril Lavigne's favorite pizza place.
I think she had pizza here probably once a day at lunchtime when she was going to high school.
So one of the things I want to do here is I want to share an Avril Lavigne pizza with you. So would you do the orders and order us the Avril, however that's done?
Well, we'll try to get someone back here to take our order.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay. Talk to me about what is it about this town that produced somebody like Avril?
We have a great number of people that are talented in this town. I remember being a judge at the Napanee Fair, and we were having a talent contest, and Avril's done a great job, but we placed her second, if you can imagine. And we often said after she hit the big time and became more famous, we often thought, we made a big mistake there.
What happened to the girl who won?
I don't know whatever happened to her. We never heard much after that about her.
So the reason I'm here is 2017's most dangerous celebrity was Avril Lavigne.
I understand that. I actually, I'm not I'm not too literate in the computer world.
Do you use the internet for anything?
I really don't like the computer age. Of course, I'm an older person, so I still believe in good conversation and using the phone whenever I can.
I'm curious about someone like you who doesn't use technology very much in their daily lives. Have we overcomplicated our lives with technology? Do you sometimes yearn for a simpler time?
Well, I often think about a number of years ago, I met with a gentleman, He told me, he said, there's people that get up in the morning and their job is to find your passwords out and whatever they need to find out. It kind of made me think that, golly, what have we become? If I was to give you a tip, we're doing something with technology all the time now. And I think if you can stay off it as much as you can, I think it's a lot better for you.
Here we go. So the Avril Lavigne pizza has arrived.
Let me do the honors.
Please do. Thank you very much, Mayor. That's a very nice piece of pizza.
Yeah. Usually when I come, I order the house special, but I think from now on, I'm going to order this pizza. Very good.
I've learned something today that I probably didn't think I was going to learn coming into this. But your advice, which I think is a very solid one, which is maybe we should just be all living a simpler life and be online less. So I thank you for your wisdom.
Well, you're quite welcome, and I think people should slow down. Napanee's a great place to do that. We hope everyone visits our municipality, and you can leave your cell phone at home.
All right, that sounds good. The plug has been made. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Come back anytime to visit us. Just a pleasure.
So there you go, Bruce. There was my lunch with Mayor Gordon Schemerhorn at the La Pizzeria in Napanee, Ontario.
Did you sit in Avril Lavigne's favorite chair?
Of course I did.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I sat in Avril's chair, and it was not particularly comfortable. I have to admit. I don't
that's
know.
too bad.
I know, but maybe it was the hardness of the chair that influenced her to be the artist she is. It gave her angst.
Oh, so you think the uncomfortable chair spurred on her uncomfortableness with her surroundings and her life and spawned such great tunes as Skater Boy and that other song?
Okay, hearing you say it like that, it sounds stupid, but okay. So now hacker Dolev Farhi has agreed to demo this for me, and so what he's done is he's gone ahead and built a Avril Lavigne fan site, and I'm going to check it out, and he's promised that horrible things are going to happen to my laptop. Thanks, Bruce. Dolev Farhi, thanks for agreeing to do this.
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
It's going well, but I'm curious what you have drummed up. So you have created the ultimate nasty Avril Lavigne website for us. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay. We should also just state that you and I are actually not in the same room. We've decided to make this a virtual hack, the way this would be done. You're evil hacker layer wherever you are, and I am innocent Avril Lavigne fan in my home. And you're recording on your end, and I'm recording on my end. All right, so Dolev, I know that you've created a nasty website. I know that you haven't unleashed it on the world, and you've tucked it away secretly in your secret hacker space, wherever that may be. So let's pretend I have Googled Avril Lavigne free MP3, which apparently is the most nasty thing you can do.
Right.
Give me the address of your secret site. Where will this take me?
It'll take you to avril.com.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm typing in the address. Oh, and look at this. It's a lovely... This looks like... Oh, this is great. You've done a great job. This looks like a Avril Lavigne fan site done by a 12-year-old girl.
Exactly.
So it's nice. I'm just going to describe it. It's a lovely kind of maybe a purpley, taupey background. It says Avril Lavigne website, and there's lots of hearts around it. A nice picture of Avril, and it says, "Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Avril Lavigne fan page. My name is Naomi, and I'm the founder of this website. I've created this website for my biggest, most favorite singer of all, Avril Lavigne." It's very nice. Did you write that yourself?
Yeah.
Very nice. You've channeled your inner 12-year-old girl. So I'm at the Avril Lavigne website you've created.
Yeah, and it's a really typical website with a few modifications that allow me to basically control your browser. So
Wait, what do you mean control my browser?
A lot of people tend to think that when you only need to download and open something for something bad to happen, and that's not always the case.
Okay, so I'm curious. All I'm seeing here is the Avril Lavigne fan site. Can you show me something?
Yeah.
What can you do?
I can actually force you to download a file without you doing anything.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. You should be able to see something happening.
Oh, okay. So a pop-up window has just come that says, "What do you want to do with jigsaw.exe?"
Yeah. So that's it's already downloading the file. It just asks you what you want to do with it. Download it, save it, things like that. So
so you've just, through your evil ways, my computer has already downloaded this file.
right.
So should I run it?
Oh no, you don't have to.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna
It's just an example.
cancel
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna cancel this. But I guess had I not been thinking and I ran it or saved it. So is that the extent of the creepy things you can do?
I can do one more thing, and you'll see it in a second.
Now I'm nervous. What is going to happen? Oh, something is popping up. Oh, it is a. So it is. You have just made pop up on my screen a photograph of me, and not from my webcam, but something you found online, which would be. I can only imagine if I was looking at an Avril Lavigne fan site and a photo popped up of myself.
That would be weird.
That would be horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, a lot of things can happen just from having control of your browser. But I think the real problem is once I have a certain ability to execute files on your computer, that's when I'm actually fully control your computer and I can do a lot of things.
Okay. So show me on your site how can I get in more trouble?
Take me just a second. Okay. So let's say that you really want the 2017 Avril Lavigne photos on your computer. You're really looking for them. You really want them.
Okay, so here it says, log in with your Gmail account to download the latest Avril Lavigne 2017 photos.
And there's an update.
Update. Wow, so many people liked her pictures. Thanks for the kind words, all. I will upload more Avril Lavigne albums soon. Okay, so this is very exciting. So
Yeah.
I am, for the purpose of this...
And it's totally legit, as you can see.
It's totally legit. And just for the record, I might be stupid, but I'm not this stupid. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to enter my Gmail and password. Because I could see if you desperately want this thing, you're going to do it. So hold on a second.
Right.
Okay, I'm submitting my password.
Okay. And I can already tell you what that is.
Okay, you can tell me.
Yeah. So your username is .com and the password is
Okay. That's creepy, but I'm not surprised.
And,
Okay.
and at this point, some people might fall for that trick. Some people might not. But people who don't really have a lot of experience on the web and just really want pictures or videos or video clips or whatever of Avril Lavigne will just enter whatever they need to get those files.
Okay, I'm going to open these amazing Avril Lavigne photos. It's a zip file, Avril Lavigne photos 2017 zip. I'm going to open them up. Okay, and here's my Avril Lavigne pictures. I'm going to I'm gonna click on some and take a look. Oh, and there is a nice picture popped up on my screen of Avril Lavigne.
At this point, the picture popped up, so it looks like you downloaded a picture, right?
Yeah.
It's all legitimate, but I also already have access to your computer.
Really? So what does that
yes.
mean, have access to my computer?
So at this point, I can do anything that you can. Anything that you can do on your computer, I can do it myself.
Really?
If you want, I can download. Do you have anything on your desktop, for example?
Yeah, I have a very messy desktop. I keep all sorts of crap on there. Why?
Let's see. Well, I can actually see what's going on your desktop.
Okay.
So yeah, you have things like there's an invoice zip file. There is a folder called photos. Is that right?
Yeah, and what can you do with those?
I can download them. I can have access.
Oh, really?
I can access them. You have a folder called photos on your desktop, and I'm just gonna grab it if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm already downloading it. You have a few puppy pictures there.
I do. That's my puppy.
Cute puppy. But this is like the least. I mean, that's not as bad as it can get. I can already execute things, and I can steal your cookies at this point. I can.
You can steal my cookies?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The browser cookies, where everything that you, for example, when you log into a website and close the browser, you open it again, and you're still logged in. That's all that information is saved in cookies. Once I have access to those cookies, I can access your Facebook and all other things. Bank
So is that
accounts.
actually my login, like information,
Yes,
my username
yes.
and password?
It's basically that just stored in a file that your browser
Crap.
uses that file to access all, your bank accounts, Facebook, email, whatever. So once I have access to your computer, just imagine anything that you can do, I can do myself.
This is crazy. So just from running one little script on my computer, you can now access all of my sensitive digital information, all of my passwords, my entire browsing history, every single file I have on my computer, every photo or video that I've taken, everything.
Let's try something a little more fun.
I always hate it when hackers say that, but I'm curious.
Something a little more fun is I can actually capture keystrokes.
So you could actually install like a keystroke logging program?
I don't need to install anything. It's already part of whatever you executed already. So it's all inside there. I don't need to do anything. If I needed to do something else, for example, that I didn't have on your computer, I can download files on your behalf. So I can further extend my attack in any way that I want to.
So basically you have total control of every single thing that's on my laptop and all the functionality that's on my laptop. And because you're more knowledgeable than I am, in fact, you can do more than I can.
Yeah, let's do something fun. And
Okay.
I'll show you something really cool. Go back to the website that you were on before.
Okay.
And just add a slash afterwards and type files.
But this is avril.com
Yep,
slash
slash
Avril
files.
videos slash files. Okay.
And notice that there's a file there.
Oh, okay. So there is it's siskindesktop.jpg. And you have taken a screen grab of my
Right.
desktop.
Right. Yeah. So I don't really need to capture any keystrokes or anything. I can just do kind of like a loop and grab screenshots from your computer every now and then and see exactly what you're doing as if I was sitting in front of your laptop. So that's really as bad as it can get, right? It's almost like I'm behind you, looking over your shoulder and seeing what's going on.
Oh my God. That's okay. Well,
Yeah.
Dolev, I thank you for your time. You've scared the bejesus out of me. I hope that you'll stick around for a few minutes and actually show me how to restore my computer so that I
Sure.
can
Yeah,
make this
yeah.
healthy again.
Yeah.
And you've taught me a very valuable lesson. Don't look for Avril Lavigne pictures online. So thank you very much, Dolev.
No problem. Thank you.
I'm back with Bruce Snell, cybersecurity expert. Bruce, that kind of sucked.
I mean, were you expecting anything different at this
No,
point?
I guess what I'm getting tired of, and maybe it's just the whole point of this thing, is the amount of technical cleanup I have to do with all of my technology after every single demo just to restore it to something I can work on every day. So that's my next job.
I think you should just buy a stack of cheap laptops and just, recycle them.
Yeah, I think
You're
that would
done.
probably be a smart idea, and maybe we'll start doing that. I sort of always suspected this was there, and I'm pretty suspicious of suspicious-looking websites.
Right, as you should be.
As I should be. And I know that if something looks suspicious and free, there's probably a problem with it.
Right.
So I think that I'm probably not going to go down the path as extreme as we did in this demo.
Uh-huh.
I do think, the first part of the path where you can go to a website and someone can control your browser, that feels like that could happen more easily.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, a lot of that is what we call drive-by downloads, right? So it's something you don't even have to actually download anything and click on it. It's just the nature of the code on the site itself runs an executable, runs a exploit, and takes over your and can basically inject itself into memory.
So, Bruce, what can I do to keep myself safe online when I need my Avril Lavigne fix?
When you need your Skater Boy fix.
I need my Skater Boy fix. How can I find Skater Boy safely?
Well, the number one thing I think is to be careful where you're going, right? Be careful where you're clicking. A lot of times, you'll see search results that come up as saying, Avril Lavigne's new album leaked or something like that. Most of the times, I would say 99.9% of the time, those lead to malicious sites or they lead to a BitTorrent site.
Okay.
So typically, just be smart about it, right? I mean, the the leaks that come out ahead of time are not official, right? Nobody's putting their album out in secret, for real, right? So typically, if you see your search results for an album that's way ahead of time before it was launched, it's probably malicious, right? And so you can just avoid clicking on that.
Okay, Bruce, let me see if I have this right. It's basically, don't be a dolt. If you can't wait for Avril Lavigne's new album, then maybe you should just reassess your life and figure out a way to have a little bit of patience. Go with the big guys, look with established media providers, and if they don't got it, it probably doesn't exist in the world.
Absolutely. You got it.
Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate this.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
I'm Jeff Siskind, and you've been listening to Hackable, an original podcast from McAfee. If you haven't been to our website yet, hackablepodcast.com, I'd encourage you to check it out for a couple of reasons. One, it's totally beautiful and has a whole lot more information about everything we talked about on today's show. But the other reason is that the super talented team that put the thing together also hid a bunch of Easter eggs into the website itself. So if you're the kind of person who likes to play with things and take them apart, then head on over to hackablepodcast.com to see if you can find the Easter eggs. Though, if you're a hacker, the only thing I ask of you is that you don't actually destroy our website because, well, we've grown kind of fond of it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts from. And while you're at Apple Podcasts or even on Twitter, please let us know what you think of the show. We obsessively read everything you write about the show and are completely tickled by all the feedback we've gotten so far. Till next time.